Welcome to News from the States, where we bring you reports on key developments across Nigeria's 36 states. We kick off from Kaduna, where the Federal Housing Authority has begun construction of the Renewed Hope Affordable Housing Estate in Sobawa in Riganchukun, a flagship project under President Bola Tinubu's housing agenda. Governor Sani performed the groundbreaking and pledged full support to ensure early completion. Lupe Asam reports.
The Federal Housing Authority has begun the construction of the Renewed Hope Affordable Housing Estate in Sobawa, Rigachukun, Kaduna State. The estate marks a concrete step towards closing Nigeria's housing gaps and making decent, affordable homes a reality for Kaduna residents. Many see this long overdue move as vital in a country where millions still lack safe shelter. Kaduna State Governor Sani performed the groundbreaking, officially launching President Bola Tinubu's Renewed Hope Housing Initiative in the state. The governor reaffirmed his administration's commitment to affordable housing.
Provision of affordable houses for Kaduna citizens is a key priority of our administration. We are committed to addressing the housing deficit in Kaduna State in line with our administration policy trust and President Bola Tinubu's Renewed Hope initiative. We have adopted a holistic approach towards filling the identified gap. Our approach includes partnering with local and international investors, the social housing scheme, development lease agreement, public housing cooperation, and site and services. We recently commissioned phase 1 of the Qatar Sani project and distribute houses to families of victims of banditry. The project is a collaborative initiative between the Kaduna State Government and Qatar Charity for the provision of mass housing for the less privileged and underserved in our own state.
Managing Director of the Federal Housing Authority, Oyetunde Ojo, called the event a fulfillment of a promise made in May 2025. He commended Kaduna State for his outstanding cooperation, highlighting the governor's allocation of prime land in March 2024 and his push for swift execution.
Typical of Federal Housing Authority of Nigeria, we are not only going to build this estate, we are going to create a livable environment, which is our signature, a place Nigeria would be proud to call homes. What we are doing today goes beyond starting the construction of this estate, but starting the fulfillment of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, Grand Commander, President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, promising of providing livable and affordable houses for Nigerians.
The authorities have pledged early, high-quality completion so families can move in without delay. Lupe Asom, TVC News, Kaduna.
All right, TVC News senior reporter Lupe Asom joins me for more updates. So, Lupe, how affordable will these homes be for the average Kaduna resident, and what financing or mortgage schemes are being offered this time?
The Renewed Hope Housing Estate is a citizen-centered housing project by the federal government to close the housing gaps in the country. There is a nationwide shortage of about 17 to 28 million housing units. And this is just a move by the federal government to ensure that it closes that gap. These houses, the Federal Housing Authority in collaboration with Kaduna State Government is basically targeting the low to medium income earners, people who earn very low. And of course, housing is a key part of human dignity. So the government is just trying to ensure that everybody, the indigent, the underserved, people in rural communities, also afford these houses. So they are the targets, basically. And there are several schemes. They're going to be building over 250 units here in Kaduna. There's going to be like 50 single units, 100 2 units, and about 100 3 units. So it's going to be very, very affordable to ensure that these people who earn like 50 to 100, 150,000 could afford these houses, they can pay over time, over a period of over 30 years. So this is a move by the Federal Housing Authority in collaboration with the Kaduna State government to ensure that the poor, indigent, and underserved in our communities afford these houses. Of course, there are several schemes on ground to ensure that these people afford this. There's the Federal Housing Mortgage Bank, which is there to give loans to these people. They have the rent to own, so people can flexibly pay by installment. And there's also the rent to own Federal Mortgage Bank. And these are just some of the schemes that are there to ensure that these people afford these houses. Of course, they could select, there's a single room, 2-bedroom and 3-bedroom to ensure that they afford these houses.
Let's talk timeline now. Tell us about the details on the expected timeline for completion of the Renewed Hope Affordable Housing Estate.
Well, Kaduna State is not the only state where this house is being built. The 36, this housing estate is being built. The 36 states in the country would also see such projects in their state. Of course, they started in Akwa Ibom and they are now here in Kaduna. Similar projects in European will be took a period of 12 to 18 months. So it is expected that by the end of next year, some of these people can start moving into their houses. So within 12 to 18 months, these residents could now get the keys to their houses and start moving in.
All right, Lupe Assam, thank you so much for joining us in News from the States. Moving on, in Cross River State, Calabar, history and celebration